Yo, what's going on, guys? It's 𝐡𝐨𝐩𝐞 here, and welcome to First Try Fridays episode number 6. It's a weekly series we do where you guys leave a Black Ops 4 class down below in the comments. You can be as creative or basic what you want. Guns, perks, attachments, camos, game mode I play, change my controller settings and sensitivity. You can pick the commentary topic, whatever you want, leave it down below in the comments. You're going to pick one class at random using my very first game of Black Ops 4 for the day, and then we commentate and upload to that gameplay no matter what. You guys can see the raw, uncut gameplay. It's a pretty fun, interactive series to do. So this week we got a few notes about Call of Duty Black Ops 4 this week, and we actually have some like in-game news for once, which is kind of exciting. Valentine's Day quad feed XP went live yesterday and will be live until Tuesday 10 a.m. That is double XP and double weapon XP in both multiplayers and zombies. We're getting double merits in Blackout and double Nebulium Plasma in zombies. So a good weekend to level up and start grinding. There also was a hotfix earlier this week that included permanent changes to Team Deathmatch and Kill Confirm. Team Deathmatch is now 100 points to win. Kill Confirm is now 80 points to win. That is a permanent change. It makes the games last a little bit longer, which is nice. The Arms Race Team Deathmatch playlist is live on PlayStation 4, and that is you get 150 points every kill. You should be getting score streaks more often than that. And earlier today, solo Blackout modes went live. I think it's Close Arms on PlayStation 4 that has a solo option, and then you can also do ambush solos on Xbox One and PC, which is kind of exciting. They also have been teasing a lot of new stuff for next week's update, including some Blackout Echelon expansions, new Blackout locations. They showed Standoff, which might be a new location, new event, new specialist, all that and more. So next Tuesday's update is supposed to be really significant, so we'll see what that brings to the table. Because this game, I've noticed, I played it a little bit this week. It's been very slow. I found it much longer wait times to get into games this week than I normally experienced about like 2 weeks ago when I played the game a lot, and then Apex came out and kind of fell off. So hopefully the new update will bring a lot more players back, because I feel like there's a universal like lack of interest in Black Ops 4 as of right now. But with that said, let's get into this week's class. We've talked long enough. This week's class was suggested by Patrick Covino. So this class consists of the Mozu with the stabilizer, the MOG 12 with fast mags and rapid fire, the Molotov, which I've never used a equipment that wasn't the specialist one before. So this is a first ever, first Try Fridays ever right here. We also have Underkill Wildcard to get both those secondaries, the perk Skulker and Team Link, and he also wanted me to use these Torque Specialists. Now, I also threw a combat scope on the Mozu, because I thought if we're using stabilizer, we need to use combat scope. So I thought there was an extra class point to use, because I missed the equipment charge on this, so I'm not using equipment charge. Instead, I'm using combat scope. My bad. But that's the class we're rocking this week. And overall, we played some Team Deathmatch on Icebreaker, the new TDM 100, and we went positive overall. Got a 1.23 KD, which is pretty good for what I was working with. We're using kind of like close quarters guns on a longer map, so I thought we did pretty well with that. Score sheets, I don't even know a score. We got some, I think I can use care package, and I got that a couple times in the game, so there's that. And we also hit level 100 in multiplayer this gameplay as well, so that's cool. It's just funny in this gameplay. I've been playing so much Apex lately. I've been trying to use both bumpers to use my specialist abilities in this game, because I'm used to using that for my old Apex. I've been trying to use my left stick to zoom in and out of the combat scope, because that's what you do in Apex. And then after the game, I was remembering that you use B to do that. I was like, why is this not working? Did they change the combat scope? I was trying to like slide super far. I'm so in the Apex mode. But that's the gameplay for this week. If you guys class didn't get picked, be sure to leave it down below for next week's pick from the latest episode. Let's get into today's commentary topics. We don't have much time. I'm talking a lot, and we got a lot to talk about. Well, hopefully this won't be a bad video, but in the spirit of Valentine's Day, I thought we'd catch up on Takeout First topic from a few weeks ago, where he wanted me to talk about my first love, I guess girls and girlfriends and all that. And I told you in that video that I never really have been in love with what I would call is true love, and there's a lot of variables to that, why that's happened. I'm sure I'll be forgetting stuff. I'll just be talking about what I can for what First Try Fridays allows us, and hopefully this is like relatable for someone or something. So that's, I guess, why I'm sharing this. So growing up, I've had a few things, people call them things, over my life. I was into and talked to a few girls. One especially I can recall elementary school through junior high. It was one particular in high school. I talked to a few in college. As a kid in elementary, junior high, man, I feel old saying this, but we had home phones. You guys know what home phones are? Or we had a dedicated line. You didn't call like your parents' cell phone or your cell phone. You had a dedicated line where you'd call to reach someone's home, and you'd have to ask, if you could speak to someone. And this girl would always call my home, and my mom would answer and like, oh, honey, Naughty, someone's on the phone for you. And I felt all embarrassed and things like that. I want to say it was like 6th grade when I got my first cell phone, because I started walking to school by myself in 7th grade. I think that's why I got my cell phone, where I had direct contact with that girl. And it kind of rekindled, kind of died down, and kind of smoldered again, but nothing really happened out of that. You know, it was like young kiddie, crushy love stuff. In high school, I kind of tried to get into a relationship, and the nerves got into me, and that didn't really develop into anything. And, you know, I've just always had like a hard shell growing up, so I was kind of more shy and stuff. And I've kind of broken out of that growing up, especially now. And I've always had like my best friends I could always totally be myself around, but in public it's weird. This video is going to be so all over the place. I really hope this makes sense. This should be like multiple videos, but I'm trying to condense it into stuff. But in public, I've always... At the end of the day, I really didn't give a shit what people thought about me. But in the moment, like in the public, I kind of was self-conscious and kind of had that shell around me. But it was like this weird, like, complex thing where I didn't care, but I kind of did care. But really, I didn't care. I don't mean to sound cocky or anything, but I've always been, like, one to keep my mouth shut and kind of observe things. I do a lot of, like, reflecting at the end of the day. And again, I don't want to come out the wrong way, but I feel like most people in this world have, like, a lot of issues, a lot of hypocrisies with them, a lot of fakeness and wrong intentions that I just am not attracted to, don't want to be around, on both friends and relationships. And you know, I've had friends, of course, growing up, but I like to keep my circle tight. You know, I don't want to say I was like the popular kid who knew everyone. You know, like I knew a lot of people, I was cool with a lot of people, I had some friends, some people that I just would call, I guess, acquaintances. I have some people that I would chill with and be down to chill with, but I wouldn't say they're like my best friends or close friends. But all my close friends, especially people who I consider friends now, are people who I feel like share the same mindset with me, are good people. I enjoy their company. I'll, like, you know, I'll buy them lunch if I have to. I'll go out of my way. I'll lend them cash or a place to stay if need be, if it comes to that. You know, I just feel like they'd do the same for me, and we're like real homies. And holy shit, we're getting so off topic. Anyway, where I was going with that is that now I'm not into like non-meaningful relationships or friendships. So, you know, there's been a lot of girls I've been into, but that's about it. I've never really had like a real girlfriend or none of that. I've had girls into me, but I never really acted upon it until about college, where I throw myself out there more and talk to a lot more. But nothing really flourished from that, and it's kind of because, sum it up, God, we're running out of time. The main reason is that I'm kind of still developing as a person. My priorities have always been in the long term and making sure that I have a stable future in video games, to be honest. I was really, like, never really looking for a relationship and wanting to go out of my way, and I'd say it's paid off, because I'm extremely happy where I'm at right now personally. And, you know, you always hear the term like, oh, you know, he's slowing down and starting a family. I've been thinking about that more now that I'm working full time and had time to kind of more reflect and build as a person, kind of like in my, you know, I'm just out of college and kind of thinking about my adult life and thinking of the future and stuff. And hopefully, you know, knock on wood, I'll still be stable and growing, and like, you know, maybe in a year, 3 years from now, you know, you never know when it'll happen, but I'll really start, like, I feel like that's a time where I'll be stable and start feeling like I need to, like, be ready and look for a relationship and be happy. But, you know, you gotta find the right one, and that takes work. And again, I'm not into what I would call fake love, as Drake would say. You know, relationships and girls have never been a big thing in my life, and I guess we'll leave it at that. You know, society loves to set norms and feel like, you know, dudes are always like, you know, I've been with so many girls, you gotta find a girlfriend, you gotta get the pressure of prom and stuff like that. But I've always thought like none of that stuff matters. It's kind of stupid. You know, just do you, do what makes you happy, and what you think will work best. I think that's worked for me. There's some things that, of course, I wish could be better or go back and change or stuff. But no, we're done. We're at the video here. I'm gonna stop tangenting, stop rambling. But maybe that's my mindset. You know, feel free to share your experiences down below in the comments, or reflect, or, you know, respond to anything I've said. Hopefully that kind of made sense. But that's the kind of thing, you know, I've never really had a true girlfriend. You've had some little things here and there, and my reasons why. But we're gonna end it here. I'm done. Make this ending quick. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Comment your first Shark Fridays class down below. Drop a like on the video, subscribe, bell notification, all that good stuff. Links down below in the description. 10% off control free, as well as any of the apparel, Amazon associate links down there if you want to support the channel, all that good stuff. Again, thanks for watching. My name's 𝐓𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐤𝐬. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.